I have my time again.
Good evening. This is the Late Report. Well, the infamous Blob Building at the foot of Queen Anne Hill was finally demolished this week. One ugly white blob building down, one to go. Seattle City Council members are pushing for a new policy that will dramatically reduce the number of city jobs that require a drug test before a person can be hired. The first position to be changed, Seattle City Council members. Jody Roberts, former News Tribune reporter and amnesia victim, says, having amnesia is a funny thing. I remember math and history, but not my name or my past. A few moments later, Roberts went on to say, having amnesia is a funny thing. I remember math and history, but not my name or my past. As part of their holiday incentive program, the Marche is offering $500 to employees who turn in other employees caught stealing. As well as the money, winners will also receive a reserved parking space marked Snitch of the Month. Relationship expert John Gray will appear at the Paramount Theater December 5th to discuss his new book, Mars and Venus on a Date. Gray will also give a sneak preview of his next book, Mars and Venus Fumble for Their Underwear and Try to Remember Each Other's Names. An Oregon teenager says she lied to producers to get a free trip to Chicago to be on the Jenny Jones Show on the topic of Stop Harassing My Androgynous Teen. She was immediately offered a spot on the Jerry Springer Show on the topic of teens who lie to get on the Jenny Jones Show. Well, Thanksgiving is next Thursday, which means that next Friday is the busiest shopping day of the year. As a public service, we at Almost Live have done some preliminary scouting at local stores, and here is Pat Cashman with a look at some of the things we found. Pat?
Hi, John.
Pat, you know there's a little lever on the chair that you can...
Oh.
Yeah, why don't you come on up here? There, isn't that a lot better?
That's handy.
Great.
Thanks for...
All right, so what do you got?
Well, John, I went to the toy store, and I would like to show you folks a few actual toys that are in the stores this year. Now, first of all, these lovable pound puppies need a home. This is probably the most urgent purchase you should make. I don't have to tell you what happens if they don't sell.
Yeah.
Okay. Here is the Play Doctor kit. Now, I don't know about you, John, but when I was a kid, we didn't need a kit to play doctor. Yeah. Still, you know, this kit does about everything a doctor would need. Why, look, even a spatula. You remember that episode of ER last season where they wheeled that guy in, he had an egg stuck to his face?
Yeah, they got an Emmy for that.
Spatula can come in pretty handy.
Oh, yeah.
Here's one for the girls. It's called Wedding Dream Bridal Jewelry. And look, there's a hairbrush, a mirror, a comb, lipstick, makeup, some tissues. Where's the jewelry?
Oh.
Apparently that's part of the dream.
Apparently so.
You know, the longtime most popular girls' toy, the Barbie doll, has been coming under a lot of fire lately for presenting kind of an unrealistic female physical image to young girls, and that's why now there's Flatsy. And there's the marketing slogan, she's flat and that's that.
Now, as I remember, Barbie had the boyfriend, Ken, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Now, does Flatsy have a boyfriend?
Yeah, Stubby.
So, he's Stubby.
And that's that. Yeah. And you know, boys love speed and they love racing toys, and here's one called Wall Racers. And it lets you actually preview what you're going to be getting. Look, it says, try me. Turn package upside down and see the rolling action. You ready, John?
I'm ready. Let's see it.
Here we go. Isn't that a rush?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I have to say, I'm mostly just very confused about what kinds of messages a lot of toys are sending to our young people. For example, you have a dog, he likes to bite and chew things. Here's a chew toy for him. That's Linus from Peanuts. What better object would you like your Rottweiler to learn to chew on than a small, frightened child? And finally, last year's big seller was the Tickle Me Elmo, and now they're selling this one called Teach Me Elmo. But what's being taught here? Why is the word hand right there? Looks like this year they're teaching Elmo how to tickle himself.
Apparently so. Well, thank you very much, Pat. Thank you. Thank you. Finally, government cable channel TVW produced a program that brought together 4 former Washington governors, Albert Rosellini, Dan Evans, John Spellman, and Mike Lowry. The part of Dixie Lee Ray was played by Ernest Borgnine. This has been The Late Report. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back.